My name is Clinton Boy Jr. and I'm a sophomore here at Concordia University. My major is, and I actually have a double major, computer science and sociology. I work about 20 to 25 hours per week here at Couganet. I'm on the football team also. I'm from the Chicago, Illinois, from the Austin community. My house is actually about 10 minutes away from here in Concordia. In my neighborhood, I've seen a lot of things that I shouldn't have, and stuff that a lot of people shouldn't have to see. You know, I've seen my friends, one of my closest friends was shot and killed in the hallway shooting dice. I've been shot at a couple of times. You know, a lot of my friends have been to jail, been incarcerated, you know, out there selling drugs, standing on street corners. For me, for the most part, like, I was caught up in living the glamorous life, you know, from my perspective back then. That's just because I didn't know any better. I never had, I didn't have a sense of motivation. 13 through 15, you know, that was the age where I started experimenting with a lot of things that I had only seen, you know, my people in my neighborhood do. Now I was starting to indulge in the same thing that I saw them doing. It's about me being in a new school with a totally different environment. Like, I just adapted to my surroundings, so I lost focus. I lost a lot of focus because I started doing things that was outside of my character at the time. Because back before I went to Michelle Clark for middle school, because I was actually there from 7th to 12th grade, my grade, I was always an honor roll student, always. And it was like when I set foot up in Michelle Clark's 7th grade year, I just saw things like kids was smoking, kids was getting fights, all like riots out after school in front of the neighborhood stores and everything. And at times I'll indulge in it just because, like, these my friends and I'm just trying to fit in. If I would have did what was necessary those 2 years, like as far as maintaining my grades, I could have put myself in a better position to go to a better high school. That's the reason why I end up staying at Michelle Clark. 9th grade, I was a freshman in high school. You know, I felt like I was embarking on a new journey, and I had to, you know, make a name for myself in a sense. So gang banging, fights with rival gang members and stuff like that, and I actually got jumped on a couple of times, and like, I was just lost. I didn't feel like I had a purpose, but like, I was out there, I did my share of dirt just like everybody else. But at the end of the day, once, I'll have to say, when I was 15, that's when I started to look at everything differently, because that's when my girlfriend at the time had become pregnant with my 3-year-old daughter. Now her name's Amari Jael Boyd. I started messing with my daughter's mother, and you know, we got into a relationship, and one thing led to another, and three months within the relationship, she was pregnant. And when she told me that, like, I didn't really know how to react. I really wasn't even thinking about, you know, dang, she pregnant, how I'm gonna take care of a baby, what is she gonna keep it? Me and Juliet, we had sat down and we had a discussion, and we both decided, you know, it would be in our best interest to keep Amari. So, like, most dudes where I'm from, you know, a baby is something that's last on their priority list. And when the woman come to the man and let them know, like, they pregnant, they tend to, you know, leave. But that was never my objective. Like, I planned on staying there and sticking it out the whole term. I never once abandoned Juliet's side when she was pregnant, even after she was pregnant. Once Amari was here, I never left her side. And to this day, I've never left her side, and I don't plan on doing so. I was in the delivery room when she was born, and I mean, I had watched the stuff on the Discovery Channel a couple of times, mothers giving birth, but once you were there in the actual room, seeing a life being brought into this world, and knowing that this is yours, like you helped plant that seed, I was just so glad at the fact that she was finally here. When I finally got a chance to hold her, like, the only thing that was running through my mind, the only thought was like, this is my daughter. Like, this is mine. Like, can't nobody take her from me. Now I have a purpose, because it's not just for me anymore. It's for her. Everything that I do from this point forward is not for me. It's for her, because I want her to have everything in life that I never had. I would go over the house every day, over Juliet's house every day, just to spend time with my daughter. Like, as soon as I get out of school or football practice or whatever I might have been doing, I'll go straight over there just to spend time with her. Just because words can't explain how I felt and how I feel now. Like, just when I look at her now, because the years done went by so quick. She's 3 now. Like, she's really not a little baby no more. I have to talk to her like she's 7 or 8, because she has so much sense. And just sometimes I just sit back and I look at her and I'll be like, man, I have a daughter. And just to see like how much she can accomplish, at a young age. Like, I'll be thinking about stuff like I'll be wanting to sign up for piano lessons, teach her Spanish, teach her how to play chess, and eventually I get to doing that, but I have to handle my stuff first. Therefore, I'll be able to, take care of her from a financial standpoint. Everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that. And by her being here, she gives me that motivation that I need to be all I could be. I didn't really see the value, the importance of life until I had my own life to look after. Prior to Amari getting here, like, I really didn't have a sense of direction. Like, I'm pretty sure I still would have had a job, graduated out of high school and everything, but my thought process would have been totally different than it is now. Just the way I choose to carry myself, it'll be totally different than the way I choose to do it now. By her being here, it makes me want to strive for excellence. Go ahead and get my college degree. I want to be a role model to my daughter. I want her to want the best things in life, and I want her to never think that nothing is not possible. And by that being the case, I want her to be able to look at me and see everything that I've done and notice if I could do it, that she could do it, and maybe even do it better. I want her to be attracted to the type of people that's going to have something going on for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to, it's a bigger picture, than just getting your education and being able to take care of your child from a financial standpoint. Just by me going through these life obstacles at a young age, I know for a fact if I just continue to do the things that I need to do and stay positive about it, I'm not going to have to worry about that no more. I'm going to be able to look back and be like, well, yeah, I remember when, I had a daughter at the age of 16. Like, man, how everybody was on my back telling me, coming at me left and right about how stupid I was, how stupid of a decision I made, And I'll be able to look back and be like, it was worth it. Because if that would never happen, it's a possibility, it's a strong possibility, I would not have the drive that I have right now just to succeed. My overall message to anybody that's watching this tape, is no matter where you come from or what you go through in life, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to make that light visible, because it's nothing that you cannot do, no matter where you come from, what you go through, or what obstacles in your way that could prevent you from doing what you want to do. Everything is what you make it when it comes to life, because no matter what other stuff is going on around you, at the end of the day, you have the decision, you have the ability to make personal judgment, and it's just about how strong you are mentally and how much are you willing to endure when it comes to the pain that you might have to suffer traveling that road.